Good morning, good day. This is for my Algebra 1 students at Kerry Middle School. This is Dormer. The date is Tuesday, March the 24th, 2020. And we have finished talking about simplifying radicals, just looking at the integers under the radical sign or the radicands under the radical sign and simplifying those. And when you have a radicand, which is both an integer and a variable, and we simplify those under a radical sign. So now we're looking at the addition of radicals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a short video here, and then I'm going to put another tutorial video from YouTube, and then there's going to be a few practice problems as we work through this. Okay. So first of all, I want to focus mostly on addition today. Again, if you want the URL to this particular website, which is the Excellent Math website, it is on the top of this video. Anytime you can pause if you need to or go back. And so this is going to be available for you to look at. So step number one, simplify each radical. And we talked about that, those steps when we're simplifying radicals. Step number two, you want to add or subtract radicals, the indices, and what is inside the radical, called the radicand, must be exactly the same. If the indices, and we're talking about the indices, if you look at over here, square root of 98, the indices for this particular radical is 2. The indices for this particular radical expression is 3. So this is the indices. If the indices and the radicands are the same, then add or subtract the term in front of each like radical. If the indices or radicands are not the same, then you cannot add or subtract the radical. So let's look at example 1. They have a subtraction sign here, but that's fine. I want to focus more on addition, but this is all right. So we wanted to simplify square root of 98 and the square root of 50 plus the square root of 50 minus the square root of 18. Let's look at my Word document here. And so the first thing that you need to do is the factorization. So how did it get this information here? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. So 98. So you have 2, I'm doing my factorization, 2 going to 9 4 times, 2 going to 18 9 times. And then that will be 7 times 7 times 7. So we have the 2, okay, because the indices is 2. So the square root of 49 is 7. You see that right here. And we can do anything else with this. So the square root of 2 remains the square root of 2. Let's look at 50. Okay, so I have 50 here. 50. 2 times 25. And I have 5 times 5. Okay, so I have square root of 25, which is 5, which I have right here. And I can't do anything with this here, so this would be the square root of 2. Let's look at the next one. The next one is 18. Okay, so that is 2 times 9. And then I have 3 times 3. Okay, 3 times 3. All right, so I have square root of 9, which is 3. I have that right here. And I can't do anything with the 2. So now all my radicands are the same. So I have the square root of 2, square root of 2, square root of 2. So I put the square root of 2 here. And then I'm able to do my addition and subtraction. 7 plus 5 is 12, minus 3 is 9. Okay, simple enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one here. Get this on top of the page. All right. So you're looking at this and saying, how did we get this particular answer? All right. Come on, computer, don't crash on me. All right. So here we go. All right. So let's take a look at this here. Here you have the cube root. And let me go ahead and get the cube root symbol right quick. See, I could do that very quickly. Symbol. Okay, symbol is square root, and I need cube root. Okay, it's right here, so I'm gonna copy that and go back to our problem here. All right, so here we have 24, so I will go ahead and do my factorization with 24. So that's 2 times, well, 12. Then I have 2 times 6. Then I have 2 times 3. And so now I can put this together. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So the cube root of 8 is 2. Okay? And then I have the cube root of 3. And of course, I can't do anything with the x, so I'll just have x here. So now look what they have here. Okay? So now I have 2, right? This is right here. So now I have 2x times 2 cube root of 3x. So what is that equal to? Well, that's equal to 4x, right? 4x, and I have the cube root of 3x. So this is what I have right here. Okay, so let's look at the next one. The next one is 81. Well, that's very, very simple. You know that the square root of 81, and what, 9 times 9? What, 9 times 9 is 81. Okay, so this, we could break this out probably a little bit more. Let's see, we could do 3, okay, because I want to really break it down. 3 goes into 8 2 times. That's right, 2 times. And then we have, well, let's do this a little bit differently. So we know that we have the square root of 81 here, which is 9. Okay, and then, well, the cube root of 81 is not 9. Okay, well, let's just work this out. Sorry about that. So let's just do this out. So you have 3. Okay, 3 goes into 8 2 times. You have 2 left over, so you have 21. No, not 21. 27. Okay. Then you have 3 times 9. 3 times 9. Then this can be broken down into 3 times 3. Okay, I was thinking of it as a square root, not a cube root, so that was my mistake. All right, so 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. The cube root of 27 is 3, and then I have the cube root of 3. And so it's x to the 4. Remember we talked about that? X square root to the 4 is equal to x times x times x times x. And so the x's that I will be looking at will be right here. Okay, so that means that I have one x that is here, and then the other x that will be out here. But guess what? I have this 5 in front of the x. So in essence, it will be 5 times following 3x cube root of x. So what does that equal to? That is equal to 15, 3x. Okay, so now I can go ahead and just add them both together. You see what I got here? You see what I got here? Let's do that over here. So I'm gonna take this here and put this out here. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this over here. Okay, and I'm gonna add them together. Right, so now I have my radicals are the same, and I can add this together. So now I have 19. Okay, and this is how they got the answer. I hope that helps, and I will have some problems for you to practice on in the Google Classroom, Google Docs. And I thank you, and have a good day. Bye-bye.